revenues, growing revenues to fix your problems for not making money is a myth. And if you're being told this stuff, you're being lied to. You're being bullshitted. That's why this is a no BS show. Hopefully, I just didn't get us banned on YouTube or whatever.
I'll bleep it.
You can bleep.
We'll bleep that. Because I'm passionate about what I'm saying, and we need to pay people as much as possible, but we need to do it in a simple way that they understand and everyone in the company understands. We need to align the entire company on the same objectives and become one team, not us against them. And anytime that we do that, we can build a culture in the business. We all immediately, contractors, when I meet with them, we have great culture. We have great employees. Our customers love us. And it's not true. It's not true. There is whole nother level or several levels of culture that hasn't been discovered in your business. Even us, we never stop trying to get to that level of culture that exists out there that we haven't seen yet. You can't be satisfied where you are.
What's the surefire way to sabotage your culture? Again, it's just to violate the integrity of the culture, to violate the integrity of your systems, to give people the special privileges or give this guy a one-off or a special circumstance. You don't think that everybody else in your company knows that that's happening? You don't think that everybody else in the company is watching you and sees you like, oh, nobody will ever know. I give this guy 5 extra hours because he's, blah, blah, blah. That always comes back to bite you in the ass.
That's right.
Always comes back.
So just be up front with it. Dadgummit. Just be up front and go, that's my intention. And then when you perform, you'll get that privilege.
Yeah.
Don't hide it because they already know it. And so that's why you have this us versus them all the time. Just be transparent. Tell them the truth. When's the last time you told them that how much money the company makes? Which don't tell them, show them. Show them your financials. Be transparent. I guarantee you 90% of the companies out there today have managers in place that are bonused on revenue and not on gross profit.
Oh, I know. There's one of the biggest company out here in SoCal. I was just talking to a guy that was just hired to run one of the businesses. And he was just bragging about how his bonus is based on, hitting revenue goals and growing the business. And he's just like, this is great. I can make $20,000 a month in bonus and I can just discount the crap out of it. I just got to keep hiring people and I'm like, oh my God, that's what got the company into the problem in the first place. They're just doubling down now that they're PE owned.
But yes, get them on the gross profit. Get them on the margin. That is what you need to be bonusing them on. And the only way you can bonus them on the margin is you have to give them full control of the COGS. And to give them full control of the COGS, you have to show them on the P&L statement what the COGS are and teach them what it's all about. You're not going to get anywhere until you do. If you continue to just do it on revenue, you're creating a bomb that is going to go off at some point and blow up everything. Because just like you just said, I'm going to do whatever it takes. If this thing sells for $10,000 and I can sell it for $7 and hit bonus, what am I going to do? I'm going to sell it at $7.
Yeah.
My gosh, make them accountable for the COGS and tell them I'll take the overhead or I'll have someone else responsible for the overhead costs, but I need you to hit this gross profit. My overhead cost is 35%. I want to make it 15% bottom line. That means you need to be at 50% gross profit. I need that 15% delta at this break-even point, right? At this revenue point, this right here. This is the budget. This is what we're going for. And so when we do annual budgets, we have growth in there. The growth is never the large number. What we're trying to do is, how do I improve the gross profit? That's what we focus on. How do we improve that margin? And all of my managers are responsible for the COGS, cost of goods sold. That's all they should be managing. They should not be managing revenue. They need to know what it costs to run a business. They need to understand the financial statements. They need to understand that when you discount something $3,000 and you only make 15% on a $10,000 job, you just lost $1,500.
But it was a $10,000 sale.
Yeah.
So that just still blows my mind. So so you've got that's a great setup. That's where everybody wants to be. How do you go about finding those people, or do you find those people, or do you have to train and teach all of these people? Because in my experience, there aren't a whole lot of people that understand financial statements out there. Being operators of plumbing, air conditioning, electrical businesses, right? There's not a lot of people that came out of the field and really understand even what cost of goods sold are, or how to, like, okay, my labor is out of control or whatever is out of control. How do I fix it? Most of them just
They
don't
don't know.
know.
Be surprised how many of them don't even
How
have
do
an
you do
accounting.
that?
Well, I that's if I coach anyone, that's where we start is I educate them on the P&L. There's no reason for me to do anything else at this point. That's where we start with every customer that comes in and wants coaching is we go straight to the P&L statement. And we have them put percentages on each line item, and then we go through it one by one until they fully understand it. And then if they're a company that's of reasonable size and they have managers that are, department managers and stuff like that, then we teach them how to teach their employees how to read a P&L. They have to know how to read the P&L, the COGS, the revenue, the COGS, and the gross profit. They have to understand how that works. And so this is the most important component. And if you're not doing this in your business right now today, you need to get the education on a P&L statement. It's very simple if you have percentages off to the right-hand column, year to date and month to date. So if you're 7 months in, you should have all 7 months, January through July. And then that is your year to date total with its percentages when you average them all out. So you have your monthly cost percentages, and then you have your average. And then those averages are how you determine how the business is doing. And then the month to month tells you how you did that month, right?
Yeah.
And so we get them educated on their P&L statements. And that is the number one thing. And what typically happens when you go and you join a best practice or you join all these other things, they'll talk about financial statements, but they don't dive in and help you learn how to fix them. Because nothing else matters in a business more than your P&L. No KPI, nothing can fix what you can learn from a P&L. And you know this because this is your background. When you're a CEO of a Fortune 500 company, you're looking at the P&L. You're looking at the balance sheet. And then you're looking at all the reports that come up to you and see how you can affect those things, right? That is what you do. And that's what you should be doing in your business. Your business today is the first thing most owners do when they walk in the door. And don't laugh at this as you. How many calls do we have? What's the revenue yesterday? What did we do in revenue? All right. It's not what did we do with the gross profit? Did we hit all of our gross profit numbers? Right. It's always about top line and how many calls we have. That's it. That's what we ask for. And then you may look at a few KPIs. And if you land in a range that you're supposed to be in, you check it off good and you go play tennis or whatever it is you do. And that's not the way it should be if you really want to build a good business. And we got to start at the financial statements. I have no college education. I have no accounting background whatsoever. I was just blessed the fact that the only way my banker, with my father's co-signing, because I had nothing, the only way my banker would agree to do this, he had a great business that was already at his bank. The owner had died. Sorry about that, guys. The owner had passed away. So he knew the business. He knew the business would be okay if I just didn't go in there and muck it up, right? He had a great business, a great customer. Unfortunately, passed away. He had a new guy coming in that didn't really know anything about it, but had determination and work ethic. So he had the ingredients that he needed. And so his demand was, I'll loan you this money, obviously with your father's signature, co-signing, but you must come in here every month and learn how to read a P&L and learn what a balance sheet is and what it does and how it should be. And had he not done that, we wouldn't probably be on this podcast right now. And so I am just doing what he did for me. That's all I do when I coach you is I get that fixed first. And then once we have that fixed, then we work on culture.
Yep.
That's what we work on next, because culture can make that financial statement look really pretty, really fast. And so we open up with transparency so that we can create teammates throughout the company, and then we align everybody in the same direction with the same goals, and we don't hide anything, because your business is a bridge club party with a bunch of people there gossiping. That's your business. Nothing is sacred. Nothing is secret. And no matter what you think, it's not. And so then stop hiding it. Just become transparent and honest with everyone, and you will be fine. Hey, thank you for watching this video. Every week we're here to give you nuggets, golden nuggets, if you will, to help you run your business better. The little things that we don't have time to think about or do, we're bringing those out in the open. You're not going to get this information anywhere else, and it's very important that you like and subscribe so we can build this channel and we can help everyone in this industry as much as possible. So thanks again for watching.